Previously on MasterChef Canada.
Welcome to the iconic distillery district.
The home cooks catered an exclusive art gallery event.
I'm the captain of this ship. I don't want to go down with nothing.
In the end, Danielle's blue team crumbled and faced a demanding pressure test.
The only thing tropical about this is a typhoon hit it.
That, in a shocking outcome, sent Josh home. Tonight, an emotional mystery box inspires passionate cooking.
It's not like I left a job, I left my life.
And the remaining home cooks face the toughest elimination challenge yet.
You continue to raise the bar.
As they battle for a spot in the top 10.
I don't even want to try it.
Now we have 11 people have a 1 in 11 chance of winning $100,000, plus the title. It's crazy.
Failure's not an option, really. I went all out, quit my job, and I really, really need to win this.
One bad day and bye-bye apron.
Welcome back, everyone. There are 11 of you left, each with a chance of winning the title of MasterChef Canada. It's time for your Mystery Box Challenge.
This next Mystery Box Challenge presents a golden opportunity.
Win this mystery box, and you gain control of the competition. Lose, and someone else will have your fate in their hands.
I don't want to go home. So if I win this, then I'm automatically safe from elimination.
11 of you stand before us right now. By the end of the day, there will be at least one less home cook in this competition.
Those of you left standing will be the top 10 finalists in MasterChef Canada.
Top 10 in Canada is huge.
Are you kidding me? Top 10 MasterChef Canada? Yeah, it's a big deal.
Eric, what would you like to see under that box beside a first aid kit?
I have, so much to prove. The judges are really watching me now. I didn't finish the last mystery box. They think I'm careless. I cut my finger.
Ready?
I have the mystery box in my fingertips. Something crazy is gonna happen.
On the count of 3. 1.
This mystery box could have absolutely anything inside.
2.
I'm hoping to see my kid, but the box is too small.
3 left.
I lift the mystery box, and there's mini Eric.
Oh, look how cute I am.
Oh, hey, it's the prima ballerina.
I was not expecting to see him underneath this mystery box. I'm proud of that 16-year-old in the picture because he was fearless. I came out in a community where people don't come out in.
Pino, why are you crying?
Just reminds me of my boys. They look a little bit like me, and it's been a while, so I miss them a little bit. Sorry. It's not like I left a job. I left my life. I left my world. That's all I know is my boys. Sorry. Just miss them.
Tamara, what's going through your mind?
Just remembering my dad. He was really big into food and the culinary world, and that's what I'm going to channel for today for sure.
They're wonderful emotions. You should embrace it.
I'm going to put it into the food today.
That's a great strategy.
Take a good look at your younger self. What was that dish that triggered your passion for cooking so long ago?
We want your photograph to inspire an irresistibly original dish that tells us something about you.
Be smart, be innovative, and cook from your heart.
But don't spend too much time walking down memory lane. You only have 60 minutes to make your dish. You have full access to the equipment room, but only 5 minutes in the pantry. Ready? Your 60 minutes starts now!
The dish I'm making today is ossobuco, veal shank. It really reminds me of growing up on the farm, butchering our own meats.
Anybody grab rosemary? I grabbed lavender by accident. Fuck.
This baby picture of my twin sister and I reminds me of us pretend cooking in our backyard and picking little baby mangoes.
For me, one of my earliest childhood memories is my mother making creme caramel. And my brothers and I would run around, grab teaspoons, and scrape that little bit of caramel that was left in the bottom.
You know, but what would you do?
Peanut butter and banana. Wrap the banana in bread and sear it. Probably a peanut parfait with it. Some type of a jelly.
I'm making take on chopped liver. Was my dad's favorite Jewish dish. He would be so proud of me today. He would be just ecstatic that I was here. Very emotional day. Yeah.
I'm gonna do a braised goat on a roasted garlic mash with crispy kale. But my dad loves goat, so I think he'll dig this dish. So I hope when he's watching this, he'll be like, oh, I like it, ballsy move, son. I'm just gonna be doing it in a pressure cooker. It's gonna be pretty interesting.
Well, I can tell you, I wouldn't be using a pressure cooker.
You can't see, touch, and taste the cooking process. And that's high risk when you've got 60 minutes to do a dish.
So I'm making char siu tong ho, which is pretty much barbecue pork and soup noodles. Ooh. And then I'm gonna make a pork broth with some spinach.
I'm making curried shrimp, roti, sliced avocados, and a pepper chutney. Definitely reminds me of my twin sister.
You have 30 minutes left. Pino, what's going on?
I'm making some homemade gnocchi, and I have some breaded veal cutlet. Reminds me of my mom. Fettine, we call them, like breaded veal. That's one of our staples as we were kids.
I wish I had a mom like that. I ate instant noodles, that's all I ever ate.
Good old mac and cheese.
Good old mac and cheese, yeah.
That was a staple at home, was it?
Growing up, my mom raised me, single mom. We didn't have a lot of money. I ate a lot of mac and cheese. So yeah, today I'm making a fancy one.
So how are you going to be elevating your mac and cheese?
I'm going to pay homage to my roots and show how far I've come since then.
What have you got in there, bay leaf?
I've got bay leaf, a touch of tarragon, salt, pepper, and some bacon.
That's smart.
Thank you.
Got some good flavor there.
Thank you, Chef.
Just check on the seasoning, huh?
Absolutely.
Hey, Mike, this looks delicious. Potatoes. Wow. Those are incredible.
Thank you.
Very nice. What are you making here?
So I've got a braised goat.
Wow.
I just took the pressure cooker off now.
Have you ever used a pressure cooker before?
Yeah, just once or twice.
Wow. You think this is a little tough? If I were you, I would
throw it back
this.
on?
Yep. That worries me. All right.
Thanks, Chef. Thanks for the heads up there.
20 minutes left.
You have 20 minutes left.
Do you have any flour?
Yes, some right there, right there.
Hi, Rick.
Hi, Chef.
Now, this is a typical Chinese kitchen. And then I see, pressure cookers not used a lot of Chinese cuisine. What's in the broth?
My grandpa always does pork and spinach broth.
Well, I never had pork and spinach broth, so that's a very unusual combination for Chinese broth.
He always does it, and I love it.
Make sure you have my chopsticks ready, okay? Thank you.
I'm putting the liver through the chinoise so that way it's not grainy. And so when it comes out, it's a nice smooth pate instead of grainy liver pieces.
Apple's going to the onions to give a bit of sweetness to chopped liver?
You got it.
Okay.
And I'm finishing off with a sherry vinegar and some sherry wine.
Wow, and the pork.
Yeah.
I like it, lots of alcohol. Is that the homage to your father?
Yes. Yes, Chef.
What are you making here?
I am making curried shrimp with roti.
Have you cooked with shrimp before?
Yes.
That's delicious. Wow, that is hot.
Yes, I didn't put that much in it.
Holy.
10-minute time check. 10 minutes remaining.
I gotta get some color in here. I gotta get my gnocchi in and into the pan. There's a few things that could go really wrong here.
How is Pino's gnocchi?
Prefer a bit more sauce, but other than that, I think he's doing well.
I can't wait for you guys to try Marita's dish.
But it looks like a very small portion, so I hope I'm going first.
Pasta, I'm just cutting now. And then I gotta boil it. Oh, man. Yeah, I got a lot to do in a little bit of time.
5 minutes left. You have 5 minutes remaining.
Come on.
Uncooked.
I'm okay, because it is fairly simple. It all comes together, and then it's just really a couple of bit of blowtorching after that, and I'm really comfortable with Oh, that was close.
1 minute.
The home cooks have just moments to spare in a mystery box inspired by their childhood photos.
Finishing touches should be going on the plate, wiping down, and final checking.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up.
I'm really happy with how my dish turned out. I'm actually, for once, like, super proud and just super confident with my dish.
The judges will now take one last look at the dishes before selecting the 3 best for tasting.
It looks good. I would actually see myself ordering that in a restaurant.
The winner of this mystery box will receive a huge advantage in the upcoming elimination challenge that will determine who makes it into the top 10 of MasterChef Canada.
They should call me for the top 3 because the sauce is super tasty and the goat is nice and tender.
Today, you were inspired by your childhood memories, and there were some great results. The first dish we want to see was made by a home cook who wanted to honor their background. They made the kind of hearty comfort food that leaves people wanting more. Pino, please bring your dish up.
It's a tribute to my mom, my memory as a kid, and it looks perfect, and I'm sure it tastes even better.
Pino, tell me what the dish is.
Growing up, we had so many veal cutlets. Watched my mom make gnocchi. She made everything from scratch. We're Italian. We always made a lot of pastas, and that was one of my favorite things watching her make.
The veal scallopini. Lightly breaded, pan-fried. Nicely cooked peas, the veal scallopini, seasoned to the T. Well done, Pino.
Thank you very much.
Are we gonna be short and sweet? I wish I had your mother too.
Thank you very much, Chef.
The second person who made it into the top 3 showcased perfectly cooked protein with gorgeous aromatic sides. Marita, please bring your plate up.
While I cooked this dish, I put a lot of love into it. I really thought of my family. Curry and seafood is what I grew up on. And it reminded me of my sister because she cooks like a Trinidadian grandma, also like my mom.
The avocado, I guess, is designed to cool everything down a bit.
Yes, nice and creamy.
And it works. This is, to date, the best dish I've had. It's incredible.
Oh,
you could have this in a restaurant anywhere.
Oh, wow.
I want the recipe.
Yes, thank you, Chef.
I think I should do this the right way, on the roti, right?
Yes, that's
Which
right.
is nicely done.
No forks allowed.
No forks allowed, that's right. Well, I'm in love.
Yes. Thank you, Chef. It's such a big compliment.
The third dish was exactly what we have been waiting for from this home cook. It shows where they're from and what they have learned. And we hope it's the beginning of more great things from this person. Please step forward. Eric.
This is absolutely the dish that I'm most proud of. It represents my background, shows my skill, and it honors my grandpa fantastically.
Eric, what's the inspiration?
This is a classic dish my grandpa always made for me, and he's mostly my inspiration. It's char siu tong mian, which is Chinese barbecue pork soup noodles.
Grandpa taught you well. You did all this from scratch in 1 hour.
Yeah.
Hosek, hosek.
Ngoi sai.
It's the kind of broth that my mother would say would warm the cockles of your heart. This you learned from your grandfather, you say?
Yeah. Barbecue pork recipe's his.
When you see your grandfather next, I'd like you to tell him that he should be very, very proud of his grandson.
Thank you so much, Chef.
Well done.
Thank you, Chef. Thank you.
We need a moment to consult. It's great to see some dynamic, fresh flavors.
Everything just hit that mark. It was balance, it was technique.
I would put them both dishes as equal.
So we all agree.
3 outstanding dishes, inspired by your childhood memories.
I want to be Canada's first master chef. Every dish that I put out helps me progress to that.
But only one can win this mystery box challenge.
I know this is the top dish. It has the flavor, it has the technical difficulty, and it has the innovation.
The winner of this challenge, the cook that right now has the competitive advantage.
I know I did really well. Is it good enough to win? I think so.
Is Eric.
Boy. Thank you so much, chefs. I won the most important challenge in this competition yet, so I'm pretty stoked.
Eric, for winning the mystery box, you will receive a huge advantage in the upcoming elimination challenge. Please follow us into the MasterChef Canada pantry.
A little disappointed it wasn't me. Obviously, I really wanted to win. But then I look at Eric, and he's a great cook.
As the winner of the mystery box, Eric now has the other home cook's fate in his hands, as he gets to choose the ingredient or style of cooking that everyone must use.
Eric, congratulations.
Thank you, Chef.
You get a huge advantage in the upcoming elimination challenge.
You won't be cooking today. And it means you are now in the top 10.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Chef.
Usually, this involves us showing you 3 very special ingredients. But today, there's only one.
An Alberta beef cow.
Wow. A big culinary trend today is nose-to-tail eating. That means using every part of the animal.
The brain, the most difficult to work with. If undercooked, totally mushy and inedible. The tongue. The challenge here is removing the skin.
Bone marrow, one of my personal favorite. The tomahawk steak, bone-in ribeye. Every chef would like to get their hands on this. But sometimes simple things can be tricky.
The flank steak. If you cut this piece of meat when it's still hot, it will bleed everywhere. Let it rest. Kidneys, easy to mess up. Oxtails you'll find in many, many different cultures. The wonderful thing about oxtails is that they absorb flavor.
Liver, slice it thin, classic liver and onions.
Sweetbreads, if overcooked, can turn bitter. Beef cheeks, my favorite. Moist, tender, and succulent when cooked to perfection.
Your second advantage gives you an extraordinary level of control. You get to decide which cuts each of your fellow competitors will have to cook with today.
Awesome.
So Eric, what are you thinking?
I definitely know which 2 I want to send home. They're getting the beef tongue and brains for sure.
Please match each home cook's name with the part of the cow you're going to be choosing for them. 10 very important decisions that will determine who will be joining you in the top 10 of MasterChef Canada. Because Eric won the Mystery Box Challenge, he will not be cooking and is safe from elimination.
Oh, goody.
That means Eric is now in the top 10 of MasterChef Canada. In the pantry, we gave Eric some important strategic choices to make. There are 10 different proteins in the pantry. They vary in size, they vary in flavor, and they vary in the trouble in which they can cause you in the kitchen.
They all come from one animal, an Alberta cow. You're gonna be cooking nose to tail today.
Nose to tail, I have no idea what that means. If it was lips and assholes, I know I'd be making hot dogs.
Eric has decided which part of the cow you will be working with today. Eric chose very carefully.
I'm slightly nervous. I've hung out with Eric a bit, so I'm sure he knows what my strengths and weaknesses are.
You have 90 minutes to make us a dish featuring the cut that Eric chose for you. Your 90 minutes start
Now.
At the end of this challenge, at least one home cook will be eliminated, while the top 2 cooks will be team captains in the next field challenge.
I go into the pantry, and there I see it. I see liver. I just hate that smell. Like, come on.
Oh, oxtail. Oh, boy.
Sweetbreads! I thought I really had it bad with the kidneys until I touched the tongue. It was so gross.
I have no clue why Eric would target me. Maybe he thinks I'm his competition.
I got a brain.
I want to see Kayla cook brains. I want to see if she has what it takes.
I make him cook dessert. He gives me brains. We're not even at all.
Eric gives me beef cheeks. I didn't even know you cooked with the cheeks of a cow.
I think he intended to be good to me. Bet you he loves beef cheeks.
If I was cooking, I would want to use the beef cheeks.
Eric gives me the tomahawk steak. I think it's a gift. I grew up on a farm and grew up cooking steak, so it's kind of in my blood.
Dale is probably going to overthink this.
I don't think I'm going home on this today for sure. And I would be very embarrassed if I did.
I've worked with bone marrow before, just making sure that I manage my time wisely.
Eric gave me the flank steak, which is probably like the easiest cut of meat to cook.
And normally I'd cook like chicken livers at home, but like, that's a big friggin' piece of liver.
Some people are actually butchering the meats. Mike, come on, man. He was cutting like steaks of liver, and you should never do that.
You know, for me, this is like a Chinese dream. We are famous for nose to tail. I would eat everything. I practically have eaten everything. I would love to do the sweetbread.
What would you do to elevate it?
What I do in Hong Kong is actually, I serve it with oyster. So it's like a Chinese surf and turf.
Today I am making a beet salad and I'm serving it with a beef tongue. I'm gonna cook it in a pressure cooker. I've made a bit of a broth here with some onions, carrots, celery, sherry, and a little bit of beef broth. I have no clue what tongue tastes like, and I'm assuming because I tried to get this peel off, I can't get it off, so I think I have to cook it.
If I was going to be working with the tongue, it's going to take a while to cook. Lift it out, peel it whilst it's hot, because that's the best way, the best chance to get that skin off. I would take some of the poaching broth, simmer it down, add a little bit more of the fresh herbs, and create a little bit of sauce, and just serve it warm.
45 minutes.
I'm gonna make a cheeky beef stew today.
I don't have hours of time to do it, so I'm gonna use a pressure cooker.
So I'm making oxtail. I'm gonna make it a Jamaican style because that's the only way I've ever had it. I've had the pleasure of going to Jamaica with my wife. We've had it there. If everything goes according to plan, this dish will get me into the top 10.
You know, the biggest thing about brains, I think, is probably cleaning them well. So I've cleaned them, and now I'm soaking them in some buttermilk. Eric assigns me the brain. It just fuels me to get through this challenge.
Whenever you underestimate Kayla and you give her something difficult, she really steps up to the bar and really proves herself.
I'm gonna kill it today, and then I'm going after him. So he better watch out.
30 minutes.
The home cooks are feeling the pressure in a nose-to-tail elimination challenge.
I'm not cooking. I'm going to be immune from elimination. I can't believe that I actually made top 10. Feels fantastic.
They have just 90 minutes to create a stunning dish using a variety of Alberta beef cuts.
Nose-to-tail cooking, nothing goes to waste. Not even the brain.
At the end of this challenge, at least one home cook will be sent home.
That's all I can give you, baby.
Thank you, that's fine. I should breeze through this because I have the easiest cut out of everybody. Hello, Chef.
Dale. So Eric gave you the plum cut. Tell me how you're cooking it.
I made my own spice mixture here.
You did? What's in the spice mix?
Salt, black pepper, white pepper, garlic powder, rosemary, and thyme.
Fairly generic.
It's very generic, but I don't like to mess with meat. So I like to actually taste the flavor of meat and just enhance it a little bit.
And the cooked degree?
I am hoping for medium rare.
You're hoping for medium rare?
I'm hoping for medium rare.
And what's in the pan?
It's going to be red wine braised leeks.
Good luck with it and watch the time.
Thank you so much,
Keep
Chef.
an eye on that chop.
I'm making a marinated flank steak with chimichurri, grilled corn, salad.
I'm nervous that it's gonna be under-seasoned.
Hello, Marita.
Hi, Chef, how are you today?
What are you doing?
I am making a masala kidney.
What are you doing here?
I'm just testing out a piece to see how it cooks.
That's a good idea. is all curry, spices.
Well, with the kidneys, I figured, you know, it needed something kind of strong.
You're looking more and more like a one-trick pony.
Danielle, how are you?
Hello.
You look nervous.
I am. I've never cooked a beef tongue and I've never used a pressure cooker. I don't know what it tastes like. I don't know anything about it. I'm hoping what's under here is absolutely amazing.
Sounds like you might be going home.
I don't know. Eric probably got me on this one, to be quite honest.
Well, you still have time to turn this around. Good luck.
Thank you.
Looks like a little brain surgery going on
I've
here.
never cooked it before. I've never eaten it before.
Tell me how you're preparing it, what the plan is.
So what I did is I soaked it in buttermilk for about 20 minutes. Then I'm gonna deep fry it and dust it with a bit of salt.
Buttermilk will help draw out that blood. It
Yes.
also helps keep it nice and white. So you're going to toss them in what before you fry them?
Some flour that has a little bit of cayenne, a mustard powder, garlic powder, salt, pepper.
Sounds like you know what you're doing.
Well, let's hope.
Maybe you're going to have to thank Eric
Yeah, no kidding,
for dealing
eh?
your brain.
Brain nuggets. Mmm.
You have 15 minutes left.
Julie has one of the easiest proteins to cook here, and she's struggling with it.
She looks lost. She's looking at things, prodding, poking. It's as if she's doubting her every single move.
Should I be cutting my meat?
I'm not trying to send her home, but she just gets frazzled by anything.
Dora is the one who is really struggling here. She was standing around, pacing up and down, waiting for her cheeks to cook.
I'm waiting on my pressure cooker. I'm freaking out right now.
She seemed to have nothing else to work on.
Cook, you bastard, cook.
I'm very concerned about Danielle.
She lost a lot of time on trying to peel the underside of the tongue, which didn't need it.
1 minute. You should be plating.
Shoot. I have so much shit going on. I think the steak is good enough to get me into the top 10.
Finishing touches on those plates, please.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heads up.
I decided to go a little on the rarer side compared to the medium rare side. I don't know what the judges are gonna say about it, but I'm happy with it.
Oh, I'm making it in the top 10. I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying, for sure.
Marita, please bring up your dish.
I am not a one-trick pony. I'm not ready to go home today.
Can you tell me what it is?
An Indian-inspired masala beef kidney with rice and some dal.
You've cooked kidneys before?
Never.
You managed to have the kidney come through quite well.
Okay, chef.
Presentation looked very nice. Not a bad attempt for a first time with kidneys. As good as this is, I would have liked to have seen something just outside of your comfort zone using Indian flavors and Indian spices.
Okay, chef.
I didn't think Scotch bonnet to go with kidneys. I don't think it's innovative.
Dale, you're up next.
The dish today is spiced tomahawk steak with parsnip stuffed leeks and tricolor French fries.
Dale, you told me you were going to cook this medium rare. This is raw. It is blue raw.
It registered 127 in 3 different places.
I don't care what it registered. There's nothing magical here. There's no sauce to dip the steak in. There's no jus. It's uninspiring.
Sure.
First of all, don't argue.
Yes, chef.
Nobody eats ribeye this thick, rare.
Emotionally and mentally, this is the lowest I've been so far.
Julie, please come up. What do we have here?
A marinated flank steak with a chimichurri, and then I did fried potato skins, and then I did a corn and avocado salad.
So this you meant to cut through, I guess? But you didn't? It's all one piece? Okay, let me do the cutting for you. Well, the meat's cooked very nicely. You have some nice color there. There's good qualities about it. This is delicious. But the star of the show here, it's under-seasoned. When you first described your cooking to us, you described how much passion you have. I'm not sure we've seen that yet.
Mike, please bring up your dish.
I want so badly to get in the top 10. You don't want to be number 11. Liver and onions on a bed of cauliflower puree.
Had you sliced the liver thin and then pan-fried it, it would have held up much better. But I find the cauliflower puree very under-seasoned and wet. Thank you, Mike.
It looks, oh my God. Look at that.
Yeah. Why does it turn that color, Chef?
Because you're not supposed to fan it out. It oxidizes. I don't even want to try it. I know what it's going to taste like.
Sorry, Chef.
Please go back to your station.
Kayla, please bring up your dish.
I am feeling really good. Everything on the dish is looking pretty damn good.
Kayla, can you tell me all that's in your dish, please?
Crispy fried cow's brains with grilled polenta, sautéed mushrooms, and then a little bit of arugula.
Sounds good.
So nervous.
Personally, I think you had the toughest ingredient to work with. This is not a perfect dish. The polenta is under-seasoned. The brains, though, are cooked to a T.
Thank you, Chef.
You continue to raise the bar.
So what I am expecting is crispy calf brain with velvety, smooth center. You know, that's what I get. Eric chose the brain especially for you because I think he thinks you lack some. You can tell him from me, you're wrong.
You're wrong. So there.
No, she's not gonna be in the bottom, which is unfortunate.
I am absolutely the cook to beat because I can make brains perfectly.
Danielle, please come up here with your plate.
Beef tongue that was cooked in a beef and sherry broth, and I paired it with a roasted beet salad.
Why didn't you integrate the tongue into the salad?
I don't know, I was a little stumped, honestly. I never planned on cooking tongue. Ever.
Tongue is delicious.
Thank you.
I think that you don't have any real confidence. If you change that, I think you'll do really well.
Pino, your turn.
What I made is oxtail. I cooked it in the pressure cooker, and I have some basmati rice. I figured I'd go, Jamaican with it.
How much time did you spend in Jamaica?
2 weeks I've been in Jamaica.
I wonder what would happen if you spent more time there. Because this is a very good dish.
Thank you very much, Chef.
I'm happy to see that you are doing something other than Italian.
Thank you very much, Chef.
Dora, you're up next.
Oh, God. Getting on a top 10 ain't easy. No one said it was. Tough crowd today.
Ooh.
I didn't know really what to do with cheek, so usually what I do with tough cuts of meat is I make stew.
I want to like it. It just looks like barf. Well, it comes apart nicely. no flavor in the meat.
I've never cooked with sheep before.
It's disappointing.
Sorry to disappoint, Chef.
The color, it's so unappetizing.
Yeah.
Totally underseasoned.
Yeah.
It is surprising how much seasoning you need when you are braising or stewing. This won't cut it.
It actually looked like somebody ate it already and spat it out.
We need a moment to discuss who will be leaving the MasterChef Canada kitchen.
I tell you, there's only one dish for me.
I thought it was innovative. I thought it was creative.
I had no idea the liver would oxidize.
It's a tough one. For today's elimination challenge, Eric was presented with an entire Alberta beef cow.
There were two dishes that did impress. The first dish was hearty and satisfying. Congratulations, Pinot.
The runaway winner in this elimination challenge was Kayla.
Thank you.
You're both safe from elimination, and you'll be the team captains in our next team challenge.
Unfortunately, there were many more dishes that did not do justice to the beautiful Alberta beef parts that you were given. And we've singled out the 3 worst. Please step forward. Mike.
Dora.
Dale.
You don't make it past you getting your food called barf.
Having one of the 3 worst dishes makes me feel ashamed and disappointed of myself.
Eric gave 3 of the easiest parts to the 3 of you. And you annihilated them.
Mike, please step forward. Your liver looks so bad that Claudio wouldn't even try it. Please take your apron. And yourself back to your station. You're safe.
Thank you, chefs. I apologize.
You've been given another chance.
The only reason I'm here is because 2 people screwed up their dishes more. And it's obviously not a great feeling.
Dora and Dale. This is a really tough decision. Dora, you at least understood that your dish was not up to par. Dale, you, on the other hand, questioned our expertise and defended a dish that failed in every regard. This, however, is a competition based on skill, not attitude. We made our decision based on the worst dish, and that belonged to Dora. Dale, please go back to your station.
Dora, your son encouraged you to enter MasterChef Canada.
Yep.
Devin J wanted the rest of the country to see what he already knows. That you're a great home cook. You've shown him that.
Thank you very much. Excuse me for this opportunity. And it was a great time. Thank you.
You did a great job.
Thank you very much.
Please come up here and say goodbye.
All right. I am so proud of the food that I've cooked in this kitchen. It's leaps and bounds from what I started off when I first started this journey here.
You should not be a plumber.
Thank you so much. Mommy got her white apron.
The red team.
I'm most proud of myself for following my dream.
Who's gonna win MasterChef Canada?
Marita's pretty dangerous. Keep her going, Spice Queen. Take care, guys. Dora the Destroyer has left the building. Peace out, dudes.
Next time.
We brought you to this military base for a unique mission.
Come on, guys, this is for the troop.
In an epic team challenge.
Oh boy, here they come.
We gotta get these barbecues filled with steaks.
The top 10 cook for 151 Canadian heroes.
Come on, you're too slow. Look at that line.
And back in the MasterChef Canada kitchen, the gloves come off.
I'm not doing that.
This is what we're doing now.
You are so two-faced, it's disgusting.
Wow.
Kayla's now dead to me, and there's no coming back from it.